It's day 2 of March Madness. I'm here again in Namba for a NB theater show. Once again, this is a Team BII theater show. It's my second time going to see this show. Obviously, the last time I watched them was Misaki's Seitansai, and I was like a hot mess of emotions in the aftermath of that. So Misaki not here still, but who is here is Wakapon and Yuina. That's who I'm going to be cheering for today's show. So obviously, it's just a regular-ass, normal theater show. No birthday, no special event. Hopefully, hopefully this will be. I can enjoy this without any interruptions or whatever. I'll just be watching it straight. But yeah, it's B2. So yeah, looking forward to this. Seeing it this time for reals, I guess. And yeah, so I got my ticket and I went in. Obviously, there's no decoration or anything. It's a normal show. I did know some things they added since last time I was here, because there was this blood drive event that Karen, Koyorin, Mighty, and is it Mako? Maybe I don't know. They all participated in that event, and there's a poster, and they all got a certificate for donating blood or whatever. And actually, there's going to be a blood donation event, I guess, here. I'm not sure actually here, but somewhere in Namba on the 29th, next Friday or so. And I think some members are supposed to be going to that, so I'll see if I'll go to that or not. We'll see. But yeah, that's about it. And then they have some little birthday boxes, message card boxes set up for the main members, upcoming members' birthdays. So I wrote one for Nishiyama, I wrote one for Mew. The Mew message I wrote is pretty funny. It just says poo 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 27 times because she turned 27. And I was like, happy birthday, Poo-chan. So I don't know. It was really annoying to write. My hand got really tired writing poo so many times. And I also dropped off some little presents for some members, some little goodies, some little dumb things or whatnot. So hopefully those get accepted and they'll get rejected. And yeah, so yeah, you have some time before I need to go in. But I will report in after the show, let you know how it was. We just got done watching this B2 show for a second time. So today my ticket number was 197, and this put me in the second to the last row from the back, and I was actually on the very far right side. So actually that row is it's kind of weird. So it goes and then it stops, and then there's a small gap, a little aisle, and then there's 2 seats there. So I was in the seat before the gap. So basically I was an aisle seat essentially. Which is good for me, it gives me extra room, more room to stretch out my legs and put my crap on the ground and stuff. So that was nice. Kind of I was talking to some other fans who were here, some other Karen fans who were here for yesterday. They're also here today. And one guy, so he had a 199, so he was 2 seats to the left of me. Actually, I sat next to him before, I'm not sure if it was this year or last year. He was sat right next to me, so we all was joking, oh, I'm sorry, I take up too much space, He's a small guy, though, so it's okay. But yeah, we were both in the same row, so kind of joked about that. And then, actually, it's kind of weird. So, today was actually kind of hard to win today's show. So, it's a Tuesday. It's a B2, but just regular Tuesday, nothing special. But, I won today's show with the Azo application, which usually doesn't happen. It's I don't know, maybe 10%, 20% of the time I win with the Azo. But in 80%, 90% of the time, I win with the mobile, NB mobile. The guy that I talked to, he also won with Azo. So today's show was really hard to win. Also, there were 10 cancellations at the time of when they started taking tickets or whatever, which is pretty low also compared to yesterday's Karen's Seitansai, which had 30 cancellations. So and another guy who was here, he had cancel Make 70, so he had no chance of getting in. But yeah, so today is weirdly competitive. I don't know, but yeah, a lot of Ayapion and Mako fans were here, and yeah. So I was repping Wakapon and Yuina as well. Wearing the Wakapon shirt, of course. Yeah, but then I was dual wielding, so yeah, 2 pin lights with the Wakapon with the little name clip thing, and then 2 pin lights with Yuina. But no, I don't have a clip for her. Maybe I should. I don't know. We'll see. She hasn't been quite upgraded to regular party status, I guess. She's still like on the edges of the Matto Senbatsu. But yeah, so there's that. And then when we so show started, and I guess I say to describe this set list, it's like very energetic. Like the first like 4 songs are all like super like upbeat, and like you get kind of tiring really easily. And so yeah, you start off like Station New Philosophy, which is kind of a banger. The next 2 songs kind of but then was it Sunglass Uchikake or whatever. It's still hype. That's always the one with the highs or whatever, and jump from side to side. So that's always a hype song. So always like a very good start. You feel good. I think this one's also the weird one where like the units aren't that good, you know, because like compared to like yesterday's the IMS units where like there's 2 bad songs on the edges, but then 2 really good songs in the middle. This one is kind of like the only song I really like is Jukoro and Topan, just because it's kind of this cool song. It's like not my style normally, but like it's cool. And so yeah, for that I cheered for Yuina. It's Yuina and Kato. I think it's like the original unit, so I got to experience that. Very cool. The dancing, the choreography in that song is very cool. Yeah. And then there's Tsundere. I cheered for Wakatan, so that was good. And then for Wimbledon, I cheered for Ayapyeon because I didn't like the other 2 choices. It's like this is like the least of 3 evils, I guess. And then Love Ash, it was Wakapon and Shiori, so I cheered for Wakapon, of course. And I've kind of warmed up to Love Ash, I guess. It kind of reminds me of like a 2000s like techno song that I listened back in the day, so I get that vibe from it. So it's okay, But yeah. As for like some of the MC talks and stuff. So I guess Wakapon started off talking about like I looked this up, so it's just like talking about everyone's like Jimon, which I wasn't sure what that meant. I looked it up, and I think it means like boasting or like flexing. Like talking about how bragging about something that you're really good at or something you've been doing lately. And it's like Wakapon kind of mentioned like, which is kind of weird, like boasting, bragging about stuff. That's like not really like Japanese style, right? It's like they're very humble and whatnot. So, but yeah, I guess Jimon. I think Jeff, you can correct me if that's wrong or whatever. But yeah, she's talking about like, how like she is like she wrote a novel. She's in charge of the novel. She's in charge of the drama based on the novel. Also in charge of the manga, also based on the Idol Shikaku show and everything. So she's kind of like flexing. Oh yeah, I got all these like duties and stuff. And so that's everyone else's. And so like Ayapyeon's was like she's like her flexing is she's really into small girls. And he's like, I'm not a lolicon though. I like small girls, but I'm not a lolicon. So yeah, then that was kind of a funny moment. And then the other MC they're talking about kind of recurring gag for today's show was how Yuina likes getting like good response. So like the whole like catchphrase like "e hinchi." So whenever like she says something, she wants to get a good response from the fans or from the audience. So there were a couple moments where like that like was the running gag. Like during like the last song, everyone's like, "Oh, it's the last song." Everyone like did really really long like eh. And then Kato did "e hinchi," and then that triggered Yuina because that's supposed to be her line. So that was good. Yeah, and there was another like at the end like during the audience cheer or whatever. So that was good. And then the back half of the main part, I guess similarly, the first song is okay. That's an actual NMB song, so you're obligated to like it. It's okay, yeah. And then the second song, No Can, that's the hype one I really like from this one. That's like the weird one where it's like they do the like cross chops and stuff. And then then the Mizunaka is a shit song. The song sucks. Kind of puts me. I was like yawning so much during that song. I'm not sure if it was because I was tired or because it was just it's boring or whatever. I don't know. Yes to all above. And then the last song in that little block is the Rakudaze wa Jinsei Dayo, which is a banger, super exciting, this is like very hype. It woke me up as super, and it's just so hype and shit, right? Thinking okay, which the set lists have like it's like the most hype moments, like which ones are good for like a newcomer to come watch NMB, like someone who's like not like an NMB fan or like not an Idol fan, just like someone like rando, like I want to bring one of my normie friends to a show, like we gotta take them to M or N or B2, right? And I think because like M has like the Sumakuze Kiss song, which is really hype. But this one has Jinsei Rock Deo, right? So this is also good. So it's kind of a hard to get competition of that. Oh yeah. So I guess another MC they talked about was like, okay, Mako kind of led this to talk about like how yesterday was like the beginning of like the baseball season or something. I don't know. And they're talking about like sports and like athletic feats and whatnot. And I guess the highlight for that one was Ayapyeon, who's like not very athletic. So she was like, my most athletic feat is I was like, okay, I had to like catch the bus to catch the Shinkansen from Okayama to come to Osaka. And I guess she was running late, so she ran really fast and caught the bus on time. And so like that was like her like most athletic feat. So that was like a pretty funny like story from that bit. Yeah, then we get to the encore, and yeah, give me 5. Open up, start with a showstopper. Love the song, so good stuff there. Then the Koi no Hitare song. This time, like I complained last time how like the fans aren't very good at doing the call and response part. It seems like they got a bit better. I started hearing it's still like it feels like I'm the only one doing it, but I could hear like little bits of like the call and response with the Hitare whatever part. So there's that, and then last song is the Yume no Route, or Yume A Route. I forget which one it is. And yeah, that they like add a bunch of like teammate bullshit into like the mixes and calls and whatever. Like I keep on hearing like in the chorus or whatever, I keep on hearing like the Eito, like I'm sure that's like if they're saying I'm sure they're saying Eito or Kato because she's also center. But I think it was Eito because it's a teammate song originally. And so I'm going to need to change that to like B2 or something. Yeah, but a lot of like teammate like cheek idol bullshit stuff in there. So yeah, that was the B2 show, and then you got to the Miyokuri, so most important part of the theater experience. And it was kind of an awkward, weird spot this time. So it was like Yayoi, Wakapon, and then Yuina. It's like right at the front. So it kind of like the ones I care about are like already at the front, except for Yayoi. She's there. But yeah, I prepared something for Wakapon, so I had my sketchbook drawn, and I wrote the. This is from her Final Fantasy VII Rebirth like gameplay, a Let's Play video she's been doing, and like one like there's like the part 2, part 3 recently, where she's like in the Junon area, and there's like this quest where you have like a dog and you have to like escort to this other base, and like there's like this like song that goes like bow bow wow bow wow wow. But she kept on thinking it said Tawa 1, Tawa 1. So like I wrote like Tawa 1, Tawa 1, FF7, Kyoku, Mejoski, and then I drew a picture of a dog on it. And she's like, yeah. she like laughed and like smiled at that. I thought it was cute. Yeah, so that was good. And I was like, hey, good luck with the rest of the playthrough, And then Yuina's right next to her, and that was kind of awkward. But I was able to like go right to her, and I was like, she's like, hey, I think I tweeted at her. Yeah, I tweeted her earlier this morning saying, hey, I finally come to the show or whatever. And I think she said, like, Miyata. I'm not sure if it was I saw your tweet or I saw you in the crowd. But that was, but I was like, hey, yeah, I finally came. I'm here, So, because I told her I got the weird makeup Hanshika I had with her back in February? I don't know, I forget it was January. I told her how I went to the B2 show, but she wasn't there. And then she told me like, she's going to be doing a lot of B2 shows coming up. So I was like, okay, I will come sometime in March. And so yeah, I finally came sometime in March. So yeah, definitely good response from that. And the rest of everyone else like I don't really care about, but I was like walking. It got really awkwardly because like the line kind of stopped and I stand right in front of Kato, and I waved, and then it's kind of like 2-3 seconds like before I could move forward, and then she's like, oh, thank you in English or whatever. Also like I heard like a lot of people like saying thank you in English to because this is like one of the shows they had like the inbounds, so people from overseas came to see the team, see the show. And I saw like a couple of white people. I think it might have been the European. I didn't get a chance to talk to them or anything, but there's that. And I think I saw some other like probably like Indonesians or whatever. So that was cool. So they got like big res from everyone. I went forward and then like waved at people. Got the Mako, kind of stopped awkwardly as well. And then I'm like, she said like, oh, thank you. And then like I pretended to throw a baseball at her, and she hit it at me, and I looked away. I'm like, she laughed at that. And Slack was next to her. She laughed at my reaction to that as well. So that was, I guess, okay. And then yeah, I said thank you to I think Walkaton's the last one in the line. I was like, what, thank you in English, and says thank you in English, so it was pretty cute with there. So yeah, overall, yeah, I think a pretty good Miyokuri experience for today. So yeah, that is day 2 of the Madness video. So B2, day 2, B2. It just worked out like that. And yeah, so question of for the video, what is your greatest athletic feat? Tell me that in the comment section. What's your greatest athletic feat? And then we'll like collect these and send them all to like Mako, I guess. I don't know, for her birthday. I don't know, that's some weird idea. Her birthday's like in July, so yeah, we can you know, crowdfund enough sources, crowdsource enough ideas and stuff. Whatever. Anyway, yeah. So tell me that in the comments. Yeah. So this is it for today, and also this part of the trip. I'll be going back tomorrow, and then nothing for about a week, and then next week on the 28th, March 28th, I'll be back here again to see the Mara Mara NMB and Bachi Bachi NMB shows. They haven't announced who's going to be at those shows, and they haven't started selling tickets for that. So, but it's usually never an issue with like getting the tickets. So hopefully I can get like a decent. I can get it as soon as it go on sale and get a decent spot. And then there's that. And then actually from then I'll be actually staying for another like 4 more days. Nothing scheduled for 29th so far. There's a B2 show there, but there's nothing special about it. There's also like the day of the bullet drive or whatever is that day. And then we got a Muse Seitansai show on that Saturday, and then Nishiyama Seitansai show that Sunday. So it'll be a pretty busy next couple few days next week. But yeah, like the video, leave a comment, answer that question in the comment section, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.